If you are new to the fresh mill flour world and you're still trying to figure it all out, this video is for you to help shut down confusion and keep you from feeling overwhelmed. My name is Kimberly McIntyre. I want to welcome you to my channel. First of all, what you need to get started with fresh mill flour is a mill. This is the beautiful Harvest, and if you are looking for what mill to purchase, I will have a video linked at the end of this that you can just click on and watch, and it's more of a beginner's if you're not even sure fresh mill flour is for you. This is how to get started to just kind of make it easy. Just take a deep breath and break it all down. You have to have a mill because you have to mill your wheat berries, and you have to have some wheat berries. The majority of our wheat berries come from 4 generations, an organic farm, heirloom. It is a 4 generations farm. Sustainable practices, regenerative, taking really good care of their farm. I have noticed a significant difference with the end product. So our grain has been very consistent, giving us delicious, wonderful bread and muffins and things like that. They only have hard wheats, so you can only get hard red, little variation, and hard white. However, they just came out with a new one, which is purple, and I am going to be doing a video on that soon. But if you want to make pastries, the best grain for that is the soft wheat. And we get our soft wheat from either Bread Becker's, which is located in Woodstock, Georgia, or Azure Standard. I typically get it from Azure Standard because Woodstock is about a 3-hour trip for me, and it is worth making the drive, but sometimes I don't have that extra time to drive 3 hours there and 3 hours back. So I can just get on my computer and go through my order through Azure Standard. They tell us when and where to pick it up, and then you just go to your drop, your local drop. I do have a video that I will link in the description below. That is an Azure Standard haul, so you can know all the things that I order from there. And if you choose to get your grain from Azure Standard, it would really help my channel if you will use my link and my code. And I can also tell you how to get a 15% off your first order if you're interested. So back to the mill. We get our mills from Nutritional, and I have a link and savings code if you are interested. The 2 mills that I love are the Harvest and the Classic. And again, at the end of this video, I will link a video that you can watch that is more of a square one approach, talking all about which mill you might prefer. I have already milled my flour for this video. Once you have milled your flour, you're ready to get started. So I stored mine in a Ziploc bag, and the reason why I did this is because the other day I was going to make cookies and we had another storm and we lost power for the entire night. So it was 3 o'clock and we didn't get power back on until it was 11, I think it was close to 11 p.m. So needless to say, I have my flour already milled, and that's okay because flour will stay fresh and full of all the nutrition for a couple of days. It will start to oxidize, and so if I couldn't get to this by today, I'm just gonna zip this Ziploc up and I'm just gonna drop it in the freezer until I can get back to it, because it will be fresh for several months in the freezer once it has been milled. Today we're going to be making cookies, and the reason why I really want to highlight the fact that you don't have to make it complicated if you're not ready for bread, or maybe you don't even eat bread, but you do things with flour in your home. So we don't have to make bread, although I love to have bread, and I always have bread either in the freezer waiting for me or on the counter. But if you don't have time to make bread, there are still many other amazing things that you can make. We make pancakes, waffles, and we'll even use the pancakes for our bread and make delicious sandwiches with our pancakes. And we'll store the pancakes in the freezer. I flash freeze them on a baking sheet. You just wait till the pancakes have cooled, and then you just put them on parchment paper on a baking sheet, put them in the freezer for about 45 minutes, pull them out, take them all, put them in a Ziploc bag, store them in the freezer, and that way they don't stick to each other. So you can pull out as many or as few as you want at a time. We do this with everything, including cookies, muffins, bread, biscuits, all the things. You can make muffins with this flour. You can use hard white for muffins. They're going to be a little bit more dense, although I have done it many times and they are still delicious. Soft white doesn't have as much protein, and therefore you're going to get better pastry. So your pastry flour is your soft white, and then your bread flour, more all-purpose, is going to be your hard white, hard red. There are a multitude of healthy wheat options such as karazen, einkorn, spelt, barley, the list goes on and on. But today we're going to be making cookies, keeping it super simple, and we're using soft white. Regardless of whether we are making cookies or pancakes or waffles or biscuits or scones or bread, whatever it is, your pizza crust, we're going to be getting those amazing nutrients that that grain has to offer. So remember that, because the body responds to nutrients, but it will have a negative reaction to foods that do not have the nutrients necessary for our body to absorb and break down the product. So our bodies have enzymes, and the whole system is expecting nutrients with cofactors. So it signals to the body, hey, it's time to get to work, it's time to break the food down, it's time to absorb the food, and then it pushes it off to wherever it's needed through the bloodstream. However, if that food is void of nutrients, the body is confused, and it's like, wait a minute, I was expecting calcium. I didn't get it, therefore I'm going to pull it. I'm going to get it. The body is going to get what it thought it was going to get. That's why when we drink milk that is pasteurized, it is killing the nutrients that that milk came with, and then we drink that conventional milk and the body doesn't know what to do with it. It expected calcium, and so it's going to go and get it from your bones. It will literally pull calcium out of your bones. That's what it was expecting. And it's the same song and dance for all the highly processed foods. That is why the high processed foods are what are causing the majority of disease in our bodies today, because they are void of nutrients, cofactors necessary for the body to know what to do with that food. So that is what is so amazing about the fresh mill flour. If somebody's like, well, those cookies aren't good for you, they're high in sugar, the sweetener that I am using also has nutrients. In a perfect world, would it be best for us to avoid all of those sweeteners? Yes. I am talking to those who are eating Chips Ahoy. They're getting the cookies from Subway when they walk out with their sandwich, or Nutter Butters, or whatever your choice is, whatever your exciting cookie choice is. We are way ahead of the game, and it's going to make a big difference in your life if you're going to eat a cookie anyways, because you will be getting nutrients from every single ingredient that we are putting in this cookie today. So today we're going to be making Cowboy cookies. I actually came out with a recipe book, and this will be on my website soon, and this is from the Fresh Mill Flour Kitchen, and it is full of recipes involving fresh mill flour, and Cowboy cookies just happens to be one of my favorite cookies, and that's what we're going to be making today. We are going to be using my favorite mixer, and let's talk about that for just a minute, because if you are new to this journey, you don't have to have a mixer. But oh my gosh, does it make a huge difference in the way that your bread turns out, in the way that your cookies turn out, your cakes, your pastries, all the things. It's absolutely amazing the difference that this machine makes. And so it comes with, this is the Nutrimill Artiste, and it is quite the workhorse. But it comes with a dough hook for the bread, and then it comes with a whisk for cakes. You can purchase, this is separate, but you can purchase the paddles, the cookie paddles, and these are a dream come true. I'm not even kidding. The cookies are just so much better, and it's the way that it whips them. I guess it whips the air in there. That's it. We have the mixer, it's a fabulous mixer, and if you use my link and my discount code, you're gonna save 20 bucks off the top. So we're gonna get to baking. And again, the whole point is to let you know that it doesn't have to be complicated to get the fresh milk flour in your life. It can be as simple as muffins. And if you do a little bit of prep work the night before, you can have muffins in the morning in 20 minutes. The cookies, they don't take any time at all. The hardest thing is waiting while they're baking. You can freeze them, take them out one at a time whenever you want, and they are so delicious. Whether you eat them frozen or whether you let them thaw, they literally taste like you just made them, other than being warm, and you can warm them up if you want to. So the first thing that we did was we milled our flour, and I already did that. 1 cup of honey granules. We're gonna use 1 cup of sucanat. So sucanat is sugar cane natural. It is my sweetener of choice. You can find these items on my Amazon storefront. That will mimic your brown sugar. The honey granules or the honey crystals, depends on what company you get them from, what they're named, but the honey granules are sucanat, the sugar cane natural, combined with dehydrated honey. They dehydrate it at a low temp so that it keeps its nutrients, which does make a difference with blood sugar spike. And I have tested this out myself on friends that are diabetics who were willing to give it a chance, and they noticed a big difference. A couple of them, they could eat 2 of my muffins without any negative response, where if they did 1 muffin from the grocery store, they would have to take insulin. So definitely a big difference. Same with the bread, same with the cookies, because of the fiber, the healthy fats, and the nutrients. And we are going to use 1 cup of butter, soft. You want it soft. We're gonna go ahead and let that cream together. And then we're gonna add 2 eggs, some vanilla, and the recipe calls for a teaspoon. I want more, so I just pour some in there. I also love almond extract, and so I add a little bit of that, which gives it a little bit of a special flavor. Mix that together, and then we are going to throw in 2½ cups of soft wheat flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 2½ cups of rolled oats, 1/2 cup of shredded coconut, the unsweetened kind. And now we are going to let that mix together until fully incorporated. Once that is fully incorporated and mixed well, we're going to add some chocolate chips. And everyone is different on the amount of chocolate chips that they enjoy, but typically 3/4 to 1 cup. Just do a quick little twirl with the mixer. It doesn't take long, and then you are ready. We're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I love to use the medium cookie dough scoop. I line my baking sheets with parchment paper. Use a cookie scoop to drop onto the cookie sheet, making sure there's enough space in between each cookie so as they spread out, they don't touch each other. I bake them somewhere between 10 to 12 minutes. So it's that simple. It doesn't take all day. There's just so many different things that you can do with fresh milk flour, so don't let it be overwhelming. Just get started, and then eventually you can make your way to bread. I have a few different tutorials that you can follow along step by step. I have gotten a lot of feedback from my videos where people have said that it turned out great and they have had no struggles getting started. So if you have any questions, I would love to connect with you. Please let me know in the comments down below. Are you new to fresh milk flour? What are some of the things that you would like to see? Share your successes. I would love for this to be a great community where we're all sharing our recipes and that we can all just learn new things. Nobody ever knows everything. I have learned 4 different techniques just in the past year, and I have been making bread, gosh, for almost 20 years now. So we never arrive, and we keep learning new things, and I now have the best bread, the fluffiest bread, my favorite bread ever, and I just kind of leveled up over the last year, but no matter what, you're going to have nutritious bread, and that is what really matters. By the way, I am a nutritional wellness coach, and gut health is my specialty. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can also check out my website if you're interested in getting some help on your health journey. I love helping people learn all of the things that they need to do to feel better and get on with life. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you so much for being here. More to come.
Oh, there you go. Good.
What are you eating?
Cookies.
Who made them?
Yeah.
Are they delicious?
Mm-hmm.
Are they your favorite?
How many of you have? You say this many?
Swimming.
Did you say 20?
Go like this.
She said 20.
Hey, that's 4 thumbs up right there.
Yeah, you have at least a couple more to add to that. There's no
There you
way.
go.
Release the Kraken. There you go.
Release the Kraken.